Now we couldn't name every forward that's better than LBJ, but we just sat here in pre-show and named about 100 of them.
It only took like 5 minutes, so
Less than that. So get ready for a bonus segment. We're starting late, but we're going to end early. We'll explain. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh yeah! Let's get it, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to the Taco Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. This portion is brought to you in part by Invader Coffee. Use the code Snowman at invadercoffee.com for a 15% discount at your purchase. Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. Everybody's been talking to Shane and I about what team they think is a dynasty. Kansas City Chiefs, hello. San Francisco 49ers of the 80s. The New England Patriots. But I'll tell you a team that's a real dynasty. And that team is the North Dakota State Bison. And yes, I said it right. The S is pronounced like a Z, Bison. In a thriller last night, 35-32 over Montana State, the Bison thwarted the Bobcats from A, a perfect season, B, their first national championship since 1984.
Ooh.
And C, they claimed, you ready for this number? Their 10th national championship.
That is insane.
That, my friends, is a dynasty. And then some. And remember, North Dakota State has gone through two different coaches.
That just tells you how strong their recruiting is.
And that just tells you, here's a word that Victor loves to use, the culture of NDSU.
True. I mean,
They don't play scared.
no, they don't. And I mean, to go through 2 coaches plus all the recruitment classes and to have this much of a dynasty going on, that's all culture up there, man.
They finished 14-2 on the year. Cam Miller and Bryce Lance, and that last name should sound familiar, were the stars of the show. Miller went 19 of 22 for an even 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he added 121 yards, 2 scores on 18 carries.
So this man threw
That's
for 200 on airborne and then rushed for another $120 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Who does he think he is? Steve Young?
Yeah, but right-handed.
Jeez.
321 yards of offense last night. And for the Bobcats, Tommy Mellott wasn't no slouch either. He totaled 330 yards of offense. But North Dakota took control of this early.
Yeah.
Led 14-0 at the end of 1. And that was that. I think that was game, set, match right there. They led 14-0 at the end of 1 and never looked back. They never let Montana State have a chance. Victor Locke is with us from Chicago. He says, winning cultures win big, baby. You better believe it. Chicago Bulls, anyone in the 90s?
Yep.
And he said, come to Dallas. Can he come to Dallas, please? No, he ain't leaving.
You don't want to deal with Gerald's BS.
He's not leaving that culture.
You don't want to deal with Gerald's BS, but I don't think anyone else wants to either.
And in 4 words, I don't blame him.
Facts.
Listen to some of these numbers. 401 total yards for North Dakota State. 393 for Montana State. North Dakota State, as mentioned, Cam Miller was 19 of 22. Mellott didn't do so bad either. He was 13 of 24. And the best part about this game, there was nary a turnover in the game.
Nothing like having a clean sheet.
Each team averaged over 5 yards per rush. 5.6 for North Dakota State, 5.4 for Montana State. That's crazy.
Dude, if you're chopping your first downs in half, that's saying a lot, dude.
794 yards of total offense in the game. 794 yards of total offense. And they didn't break a sweat. Bryce Lance caught 9 for 107 plus a touch. Tommy Mellott. Now, we mentioned Bryce Miller's Cam Miller. Why did I say Bryce Miller? Cam Miller for North Dakota State. 18 carries, 121 yards. Tommy Mellott had 14 carries for 135 yards. That's insane.
That's wild, dude.
That's nuts. And it's the Bison who broke out to a 14-0 lead and didn't look back.
I mean, when your running game is averaging pretty much a first down per rush. That's wild. That's just the running game.
That's the culture of a running game. That's the culture of a running game. When you can get 5 yards per carry, that's the culture of a run. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
That's wild.
And remember, these teams ran mostly out of shotgun or out of what Chris Alt made famous at Nevada, the pistol. A lot of teams in the NFL need to take a lesson from what happened in Frisco, Texas last night.
Yeah.
A lot of teams need to take notes. Shamar Brown for North Dakota State carried the ball 17 times for 77 yards. They had 36 total rushes last night, did North Dakota State. Cam Miller had 18, Shamar Brown had 17. And the receiver got one on a reverse. But you need, in this day and age, if you're going to run all these passing plays, you need to do it the way the Chiefs are doing it in the NFL. The 49ers did it back in the day, and the 49ers perfected it. Run the football out of a passing offense.
Yeah.
The next 2 years, the national championship will be decided in Nashville, Tennessee, on the campus of Vanderbilt University at First Bank Stadium, because Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas, is going to undergo some changes. So we'll see how it was loud. I can tell you it was loud.
Yeah.
That won't happen, says Victor, because of how protected the pass-first culture in the NFL, mainly the Lamar Jacksons of the world. San Francisco doesn't think that way. Kansas City doesn't think that way. They run. They run. They run. And that's the key. They run. A team that runs the football is okay in my book. And North Dakota State and Montana State and most teams in the they officially call it the football championship subdivision. I call it Division I AA. I'm old school. Same with Detroit. Absolutely, Victor. Same with the Detroit Lions. The best 1-2 punch in the NFL. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can run the football, you're going to do some great things. And that will open up a whole lot. Look at how George Seifert tailored it for Steve Young when he took over.
True.
Bill Walsh set the whole damn thing up.
Yeah, and then it just fit Young like a glove once they made a couple of minor adjustments.
And the only adjustment the receivers had to make is that Young was a lefty.
Yeah. Ball's going to come out at a slightly different angle, but hey, it's still going to get there.
Still going to get there. Speaking of Steve Young, I'm going to have a little fun and paying a little tribute to Steve Young with one of my favorite plays I ever saw him make.
Oh.
And it occurred against the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, boy.
In 1993, I think it was week 2. Niners were driving. And to show you how wicked Steve Young was, y'all remember that 49-yard run against Minnesota in 88, where he broke every tackle in the book and then stumbled his last 5 yards.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, why don't I just show you? I think being the operative word, God help us. I have that clip. But he was scrambling around like crazy. And then at the last minute, he decided to throw the football. It ricocheted off of Scott Case, and Steve Young was waiting for it. How do you figure that out?
Sometimes the football gods are on your side.
I believe I have it here. The footage you're going to see is courtesy of CBS. As I said, week 2, 1993. And I want to say it was Tim Ryan. I want to say it was Tim Ryan that was on the call. It's going to take a bit for me to search for it. So let's go to a break. And when y'all get back, I promise I will have that play of the day in a flashback mode when we take you back to 1993 when Steve Young did something that Brett Favre did. He caught his own pass. And then from there, we'll talk a little hoops. Back in a minute.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BET in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
It's no secret. Today's consumer wants convenience and likes things on the go. They want to be listened to and receive instant solutions to their queries. This can often make or break the customer service experience. That's why it makes convenient interactions easy for you. Whether your customers want to connect with you via text, Facebook Messenger, Google, Instagram, or website, all messages now come to the one easy-to-use inbox, so you don't have to check a dozen different sites from the platform. From here, you can send SMS or email, answer questions, schedule appointments, take payments, and close more deals simply by messaging back and forth with your customers. When someone searches for a business like yours, they will look at your reviews. So unless you have more positive reviews, they'll choose someone else. Luck makes it easy to collect hundreds or even thousands of reviews from your customers. Simply send a review invitation or create automation that requests customer reviews right after the sale, or maybe right after a service is completed. It will take them 30 seconds or less to leave the review. Now those reviews will show up on the search result and increase your ranking that matters most. Plus, our advanced reporting will show you exactly where your leads are coming from and if your website or ads are doing their job. So why are you waiting? Put your business way in front of your competitors, get more leads, convert more of those leads to paying customers by getting started with today.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
All right. Welcome back. We're still talking a little football here, and there's an ultimate what if for the NFL playoffs this year. We'll get to that in a moment. I mentioned a play before we went to break with Hall of Famer Steve Young. Well, in week 2 in 1993, as I love to say, this happened.
Wayne Gordon into linebacker now for Atlanta. Young trying to find a man, getting some pressure now. Tim Green turns him back.
This is vintage Steve Young. Oh, he caught his own ball, tried to score. Unbelievable.
I saw that live. And went, what the hell?
Of course, Tim Ryan and Matt Millen on the call for CBS that week.
I saw that live and I went, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Pizzle?
By the way, apparently.
And Vicala, and then there's a piece of news that Vicala gave us during the break that Ezekiel Elliott is headed to the Chargers. And I looked it up. It's a fact.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Washed up running back Ezekiel Elliott is headed to the Chargers. For what?
Money.
Well, I take that back. I take that back for two reasons. One, Jim Harbaugh is there. And two, Jim Harbaugh loves to pound the rock.
Yeah, but the thing is, does Zeke have any tread left on the tires?
Let's let Jim Harbaugh find out.
Okay. And quite frankly, that's it.
Ezekiel Elliott to the Chargers. Speaking of the Chargers, here's the ultimate what if situation.
This could turn into the question of the day. What is everyone else's what if moment?
Uh-huh.
You know what? You know what?
You want to do it?
There you go.
Here's our question of the day. And it's brought to you by Invader Coffee. Fuel for the fearless. Here's the question of the day, as well as the ultimate what if. What if both the Rams and the Chargers hosted Championship Sunday. Thank you, Michael Doherty, for this idea. One of our co-producers.
Okay. Backtrack it. First off, are we sure either team would get that far?
It's great to think about.
Okay, so let's just say by some fluke ass miracle.
Let's just look at it. Let's just look at it. Both the Rams and the Chargers, by some miracle, hosting the championship game.
They'd have to turn SoFi into the Meadowlands.
That's the point. Both games at SoFi Stadium. Which begs the question, how do you do this?
Well, the grass is pretty well manicured there, so I mean, I don't see that being a problem.
But you have to change the end zones and the logos for the specified look. That's a 10-hour project that you have to squeeze into 30 minutes.
It's not doable.
It's not doable.
This is when they would actually have to run a championship game the day after.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'd have to go Saturday, Sunday.
It would and Ryan, you're right. This is why I hate teams sharing stadiums. Giants and Jets, anybody? That would be chaos. That would actually have to go Sunday, Monday. Now, are we saying both teams are going to get there?
Hell no.
No. But it does present a very, very weird, interesting, and messed up scenario.
They would almost have to play it as neutral site.
Mm-hmm. They would have to, both end zones would have to be the same.
Yeah.
And the Chargers have to start on the road anyway. Both teams have to, no, the Rams are at home. The Rams host the Vikings at home.
Rams got the Vikings home, yeah.
But how do you do this? Do you make, knowing how manicured the stadium is, do you make one end zone into the font that the Rams use and the other into the font that the Chargers use?
I think you just have to do it where both end zones are neutral. You just have to run the NFL logo in them. That's the only option you'd have.
Nightmare fuel for Snowman. The Rams would have to play in Santa Clara. Oh, give me this button right here. Bishop, please.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Yeah, to the no. To the no, no, no.
That can't and won't happen.
They'd be better off moving a team to Las Vegas for that one.
They'd be better off playing at the Coliseum. There's an idea. For one day, you can have the Rams play at the Coliseum and the Chargers play at SoFi. Now, again, are we saying both teams are going to get to the championship game? No, not a chance. But it does present an interesting scenario. The only way the Rams would host the championship game is if they're playing either Green Bay or they play either the 5, the 6, or the 7 seed. And the Chargers would have to have everybody in the top 5 get knocked out.
The only way the Rams would host is if they end up playing the 6 or 7 because the Vikings are 5.
Yeah.
So that means
really,
it would be
Victor?
Washington or Green Bay.
Really, Victor? Okay. We're going to have a little fun with this. Let's take another break. And since y'all want to give me some nightmare fuel, I'll answer them.
Okay. So we're going to have
get even.
We're going to have a second one of these?
Nah, we're going to have something called nightmare fuel.
I thought that was an esports drink.
Shut up.
Back in
2 minutes.
This is Snowman in the morning.
People tell me how lucky my daughter is to have been adopted. But really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. exclusively on the Chris Base YouTube channel.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
All right.
Victor, you're so wrong for that.
All right. I promise we'd have a little fun, and the folks are going to have fun at my expense, so the heck with it.
Oh, they're having fun at our expense. Look at the last one Victor just put up.
Oh, I know. I have one in return for Victor, but we'll get there. Ryan started this, and yes, we're going to turn it into a segment. Nightmare fuel for Snowman. This is where the fans get even with me for picking on them. The Rams would have to play in Santa Clara. I already responded to that.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
And Victor decided to couple it with this. 49ers announced that the new running back is Lamont Ramon James. Bitch, I'll kill you. That slipped. I'm sorry.
You fool!
Thank you. That's a better response. And then Victor says, sorry, I'm being villainous. You ain't seen villainous yet. Nightmare fuel for Victor. Diane Neal sneaks into your apartment.
Stop it. Get some help.
Nah. Here's one for, we were doing this early in the season. Nightmare fuel. Zach Wilson starts as quarterback for the Patriots.
Shut up, bitch.
You beat me to it.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Ain't that the truth?
So much I want to say when it comes to that.
Wait a minute. Wait. He says that's a dream come true. What are you talking about? Yeah, but she'd frighten the daylights out of you first. You told me as such.
Zach Wilson starting quarterback for New England.
English, do you speak it?
Zach Wilson starting quarterback for anybody.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
That would just be so wrong.
Who thought this was a brilliant idea?
Apparently the Jets, since they drafted him.
Yeah, well, you know what they ended up taking after they drafted him.
A bunch of them. An absolute bunch of them.
It's not their fault that Zach Wilson ended up playing like all the damn time.
Ain't that the truth? Allison Moran cannot join us this morning. Poor Allie is ill.
No.
Yeah, so she'll be back next week.
You can't hurt me. I'm already dead. Do you realize what we do around here? Seriously?
He knows.
This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
What? Trevor Lawrence to start for the Patriots and Bronny to start for the 49ers. Where is my button? I think every player on both of those teams would walk off the field.
Trevor Lawrence to start for the 49ers and the start for the Pats and Bronny to the 49ers.
So I realize that I think even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
Agreed. A better answer, short and succinct, would be Question: why is everyone hating so hard on Angel Reese? She's been working her ass off all season, was close to being Rookie of the Year if she wasn't injured, and people have problems. Damian, wrong on all counts. She wasn't even gonna sniff Rookie of the Year.
Nope.
When her game improves, then I will get in front of this microphone and say I was wrong. Until then, I ain't buying it. She's using what she knows what to use, and I won't use that word here. As far as her basketball game goes, like yesterday, I said it ain't there. And as far as Caitlin Clark goes, she doesn't complain. She doesn't whine. She doesn't moan. She just plays basketball. I judge, I judge Angel Reese from a basketball standpoint. Nothing more, nothing less. And as far as I'm concerned, since she won her national championship, she has taken her foot off the pedal.
Yep, she has. Post game is too inconsistent. Free throw is too inconsistent, and no mid-range jump shot.
And remember what I said yesterday. Angel's a lefty. That's the most dangerous weapon she has. If she learns how to harness it, and I said yesterday, if she learns how to harness her ability and make it to her advantage, given the fact that she's a lefty, please. If Angel Reese had even the sniff of a mid-range game, she'd be dangerous at 6'3". All right? Caitlin Clark has something Angel Reese will never have the nerve to develop.
Jump shot.
Bingo. Let me say it again for those of us in the cheap seats at Old Chicago Stadium.
And in the old garden.
Oh, you can't go wrong with the garden. Caitlin Clark has something Angel Reese will never have the nerve to develop unless someone gets in her head and says, you need to develop this. A jump shot. And I'm not talking about a 3-point shot either. She doesn't need it.
Nope.
If she had think a combination of Akeem Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Jack Sikma, and Tom Chambers. Let her put that combination together.
I'll give you one that's even easier to try to replicate. Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm. But I put those four together. Because I don't know how we got off track. Thank you, Damian Hernandez, for joining us this morning. From the heart, we thank you. But thank you for the challenge with your comment also. If Angel Reese would develop, I still believe that she can, but a part of me thinks that she won't. And that's develop the mental capacity to compete. There's your answer.
I'll spin it into what we were doing. Nightmare fuel for the league. Angel Reese gets off social media and develops a mid-range J.
Nightmare fuel for the WNBA. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese develop a friendly rivalry with their skills. And Caitlin's got a ways to go to get better. We all know that, but she's more polished.
Yep.
And she's proven it. That's the beauty of it. She's proven it.
Yep. Nightmare fuel. Tyreek Hill on the Bills.
Oh God. No. Even I don't want that. Even I don't want that. It's like this is from one man's perspective and one man's view. All right. It just seems to me like Angel Reese doesn't want to get better. That should frighten you if you're a Chicago Sky fan.
Yeah, and I don't think she's going to get better with this 3-on-3 thing either.
No, it'll give her more of an individualistic attitude. That's why I'm not watching it.
Yeah, that's
That's
going to be
why
the
I'm
problem.
not watching the league, nor am I going to cover it. I had planned to cover it, but then I started thinking about the exact thing that you just said. I started thinking about the exact thing that you just said, sir.
Oh boy.
Individualistic attitudes. And the reason they started that league in the first place is that they don't want to go overseas to play ball, which I totally understand, which is the WNBA's fault for not fueling them enough, i.e. paying them enough so they can stay home.
Yeah, so now they have to have this league.
But I'm willing to bet you, they're going to develop it into a competition.
Oh, easily.
They're going to develop the unrivaled league into a competition, and it should not be. It should not be. And Angel Reese is one of the first to jump to it because she wanted. If you were going to use this as a feeder into what you have into next season, I can see that.
No, this is just a money grab, dude. Let's be real about it.
All it is. And you know something that will make Unrivaled fall flat on their face? They made a pitch to Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark gave him the finger.
Yeah, because Caitlin doesn't need it.
Absolutely, Caitlin doesn't need it. Caitlin Clark's already got the skills. Caitlin Clark's already got the nerve. And now Caitlin Clark has something Angel Reese will never have. Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Never, ever, ever to be had by Angel Reese. And part of it is Angel Reese's fault. Having a complete game. And if you think about it from a social standpoint, Caitlin Clark was going to win Rookie of the Year by a landslide anyway, because most people watched her games.
Exactly. I mean, it was.
She sold out every arena in the WNBA. She sold out every game last season. 40 sellouts. When the hell have you ever heard of that in WNBA history? In the early days, yes, because you had a dynasty with the Houston Comets. Cynthia Cooper, Tina Thompson, Cheryl Swoops, once upon a time. That I can see. Then you had the Minnesota Lynx with Maya Moore and the bunch, the Seattle Storm with Sue Bird.
Sparks with Lisa Leslie.
Lisa Leslie and the Sparks. Hell, Candace Parker and the Sparks.
Yep.
But when have you heard of a player selling out every single game that their team played? 40 sellouts.
When have you ever heard them having to move games to actually acquire more seats?
And nearly moved again in Chicago. They just didn't have the They just didn't have the logistics to pull it off. They just didn't have the logistics to pull it off, because I guarantee you they'd have played the United Center. They'd have played the United Center. And besides, Caitlin was getting endorsements while at Iowa. She had an extra year left.
The NIL.
Mm-hmm. And she turned those endorsements into millions of dollars.
The NIL changed the game financially for players.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. But Angel Reese just needs to change her basketball game.
Yeah, she does.
That's where I'm drawing the line. If she can change her basketball game, I'll have. But this is why I love what I do. Mike Greenberg described it best, being in the business of opinion. My opinion is Angel Reese sucks as a basketball player. If she proves me wrong, I will happily get in front of this camera and in front of this microphone and say it. I'll say it off camera. But until I see different, and I've watched basketball for a little while, I'm not saying it. I don't see it. I don't see it. And
we even said as much. We even said as much when we were covering the games for the national championship.
Mm-hmm. When we did the regional championship with LSU and Iowa, Iowa played as a team and had motivation. Now, Angel Reese balled out with 17 points and 20 rebounds on a bad knee. Caitlin Clark is just equipped with a jump shot. And once Iowa seized the lead, they didn't look back. And Kim Mulkey didn't adjust.
Question is, where's that fire in Angel Reese now?
I don't see it. I simply do not see it.
She seems more content with what she's doing now,
mm-hmm.
and also trying to be a social media influencer,
mm-hmm.
than focusing on the game.
And that's the problem. Playmaker said yesterday that he follows Angel Reese, and he sees the videos of her working her ass off. Look, I will grant you. Angel Reese has had the entire offseason to work her tail off. Okay, and now she's playing in the Unrivaled League, a league where Caitlin Clark will never show her face. And I don't blame her.
Because she doesn't need to.
She doesn't need to. She does not need to.
But here's the question I've got. Why the hell does Angel Reese need to prove to everybody she's actually doing this?
Because people jump down her throat. Because
rightfully so, though.
Exactly. We had the proof to see other. We had the proof.
If Angel Reese wanted to prove everybody wrong, she doesn't need to post showing that she's working.
Exactly.
She needs to show it on the court.
You need to show it beginning in May, when the season begins. What did I say yesterday? 4 simple words. Put up or shut up. I'll say it again. Angel Reese. Put up or shut up. Let's take a break. There was something unscheduled today, and we're going to schedule it after the break.
Oh, Lord. I'm already regretting this, but I got what I need to survive.
No, you're not. You're not regretting it. Trust me.
We're back in a deuce.
Yeah.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BET in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E. Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays, so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Let me ask a question, and I want honest answers. Why do you all think the NBA is failing badly in terms of fans watching it?
Television deals.
That is a big part of it. The other
I'll
big
say that
part
right
of it,
now. Television deals are what's actually hurting most sports. Let's be real about it.
Mm-hmm.
That and the fact that no one wants to sit through a full game when they can just wait the next day to catch the highlights.
Not just that, but the amount of 3-point shots that are being hoisted up.
Yeah, and everyone's going to try to blame certain players when, as
Like
we have
Steph
said,
Curry, perhaps.
as we have said, they have turned an anomaly into a weapon, and now everyone's trying to think they're Russia and start nuking everything when it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Therein lies the difference.
You
Therein lies the difference.
You can't copy pasta what works for one team and hope it works for you. You can't. Every team's got to have its own identity.
But why do people keep doing it? Why do teams keep doing it?
Because their players are paid for offense, not defense. Oops, did I just say that?
Say it again. Please, say it again.
Players are paid for offense, not defense. LeBron.
James Harden, Kyrie Irving, who sucks.
Westbrook.
Wet brick.
Wet brick.
And it's nothing but a brick every time he shoots the basketball. Nothing but. What do you guys think? What do you guys think the reason is?
Well, I know
Okay.
another reason.
Yep.
And I think I may have the button ready.
Good. Go.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
These bronzexuals are one of the main reasons, I beg your pardon. The NBA has gone to.
Yeah, because the unfortunate thing is we can't do this without running into a.
Running into it.
Yeah. I had to catch myself from saying what I wanted to say.
I know. But he and his fans are the reason the NBA is where it is. Down below. Period. Down below. 2003, the NBA has been ruined. Two things happened. One, LeBron showed up, and two, the NBA took the main television contract.
Yep, and gave it to ESPN.
Hence the dawn of social media talking about basketball.
This is the only time I can agree with somebody on one thing.
Yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you forever and ever. Amen. It's you, LeBron, and your audience, if you want to call it that.
The problem is there are so many of these that happen.
Dear God, every day.
And they all sound like a bunch of bragging jackasses.
And they all sound like a broken record. They all sound like broken records. They all sound like broken records. That's all.
Y'all know what happens from time to time when your CD player, when you're driving around, you hit a pothole just right and it just starts hitting that same spot over and over again.
That's what happened.
Exactly.
That's exactly what happened.
Tell you the biggest thing that happened is this.
This moment of bronzexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronzexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-UK. LJPM, now approve all this.
You know, okay. This happened.
We told you the hazards of doing that.
Shut up. I know. And a post found me.
Don't you just love that?
I don't look for this stuff. I better do Cole proud. It reads, quote, LeBron James has achieved 8 NBA milestones / records in the first 12 weeks of the season, the most he's ever had. And then they put the goat emoji behind it. Close quote. That's all I'm going to read because I don't care. I will not read this list.
How long did it take him to achieve these records, and who did he beat? There you go.
Meanwhile, in the entire history of the NBA, there's only been one player who's accomplished all 7 of these things in the same season. Led the playoffs in scoring, scoring champion, first team all defense, first team all NBA, regular season MVP, finals MVP, and of course, the world championship. And he's the only player to do it multiple times. Know who that is?
Sure as hell ain't that queen that's out in Los Angeles right now.
Yeah, we mean every word of that insult. It is not him. Let me read the list again while I pull something up here. Led the playoffs in scoring, scoring champion, first team all defense, first team all NBA, regular season MVP, finals MVP, and the NBA championship. Now, you may think it can't be that easy.
Well,
to say only one player has done all of that. Well, guess what? Here he is.
On a delay of game, Pippen now looks to bring it in. They run away. On a delay of, you see it in at the college rank. On a delay of game, Pippen now looks to bring it in. They run away from him.
Why did I do that?
You see it at the college ranks where they freeze the guy on the line by making him a timeout and going after it. But now, as you said, Jim, the Bulls have to go right now. They can't. They're going to take it out on the across from us, across from their bench. And the Bulls will have to foul immediately. Now, because of the fact they have no timeouts, they have to keep their three-point shooters on the floor to defend here. Well, you watch Sickman will be right out running to the ball. You better stay with him, whoever's got him. Cressy to throw in, and Horace Grant puts pressure on him. Cressy looks to bring it in. He comes in, throws it away. The Bulls have it. Here comes Michael Jordan on the drive, 5 seconds. Jordan on the drive, right of the lane, 18 clear. Yeah! 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 Yeah!
That's him.
Yep.
Michael Jordan. Find the lie.
There ain't one.
The same fellow who took one of the greatest teams ever assembled in the Boston Celtics to 2 overtimes.
Yeah,
April 20th, 1986.
Yeah, dropped 63 on us. And yet again, everybody that watches the NBA now thinks the world, the sun, the moon, and every single friggin' thing out there revolves around the clown at the top of the trapeze.
Yeah, it is a trapeze. It is a trapeze act.
Oh, where's the cannon so we can shoot him into the next orbit?
No, that would get us in trouble. But I will say this. Get out of our face, you thirsty bitches.
Yeah. See ya.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronzexual Confessions.
And no, I'm not putting that in today's podcast either.
I mean, we could always blast them to Mars. They say there's no intelligent life up there anyway. Nothing would change.
But we'd still get in trouble.
Damn it.
Trust me, many before us have thought about it.
Yeah, it was worth an idea.
Many before us have thought about it.
Yeah,
okay. Well,
that's what I'm saying right about now.
Can we take a break, please? Please?
I got you. I got
Thank you. Back in the
deuce.
This is Snowman in the morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals, chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BET in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meat of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays, so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Whose fault is it, do you think, that offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey of the Cleveland Browns got canned and is made a scapegoat for signing Deshaun Watson to a fully guaranteed deal?
Wow.
How do you like them apples?
Ain't that something?
They didn't give Ken Dorsey the full 3-year window.
No.
To work with what, and they didn't give him a capable quarterback either.
Well, that's a given.
Speaking of coordinators, Nick Sorensen, I think, has to go from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Because he's taken a top-notch defense and he's running into the ground and he cannot do anything with it. Now,
No, he can't.
If they keep him and everybody's healthy and they're able to perform at top-notch, then again, I'll get in front of this camera and say that I'm wrong. I'll happily say it.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that he's had injuries to go through.
And it's an unfair judgment of me, and I know that.
But we're fans at heart. We're going to do this.
Yes, we're fans at heart, and we're naturally spoiled. Okay? I know I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled since 1981. Okay?
Two words, Bill Belichick.
There you go. There you go. Now, you want to hear something funny? I got nightmare fuel. The Bears are going to interview Mike McCarthy.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
It's bad enough in Chicago.
Let me say that again. The Bears are going to interview Mike McCarthy.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my gosh, stop lying. Oh.
Why?
Apparently, they like what he does, and Caleb Williams, of all people, endorsed it.
Caleb Williams endorsed it?
Well, the Bears are going after Ben Johnson from the Lions first, the offensive coordinator of the Lions. If I'm Ben Johnson, I say no.
If I'm Ben Johnson, wait a minute. If I'm Ben Johnson, here's my answer.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
I don't want any part of that train wreck. But Mike McCarthy to the Bears? Virginia?
Stop it. Get some help.
Victor says, take him, please. That means he'll be out of Dallas. But Mike McCarthy isn't a good coach in the first place.
Mike McCarthy to the Bears and Caleb Williams.
Bitch, please.
I actually would love to see that. Why? 2 words. Train wreck.
It'd be a bigger train wreck than the Kardashians on Hulu.
Now that's a train wreck.
I cannot believe I just made
train wreck.
I cannot believe I just made a friggin' Kardashian reference. God almighty.
Yeah, what have you been? Never mind. I don't want to know.
That's later tonight, and that's sweet tea vodka.
Okay, fair enough.
Mike McCarthy to the
Mike frickin' McCarthy, the man who has more errors in time management than the president of Hulu, who thought the Kardashians on Hulu would be a good idea.
Mike McCarthy, the man who's had more errors than Bill Buckner.
Mm-hmm.
Mike McCarthy to the Bears. Wow.
Shut up, bitch. Oh my God.
That's about all you can. That's about all we can do is just push sound buttons. Because that alone is an oxymoron.
I got nothing. Wait, Victor just made it worse. Antonio Brown to the Chiefs.
No. Antonio Brown to play for the Cowboys.
Stop the cap.
Antonio Brown to the Cowboys.
You fool! I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Delete! 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 Delete!
He says, I was going to say the Colts, but I don't need Dr. K coming here to kill me. No, she'd just wring your neck. No, first she'd wring my neck for allowing this suggestion to happen. That's worse than suggesting Aaron Rodgers to the Patriots. Why'd you make me spit out my coffee? Exactly. All right. One more break. Then we got some hodgepodge stuff for you. Back in a minute.
is Snowman in the Morning.
People tell me how lucky my daughter is to have been adopted. But really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Caleb Williams
to the Patriots.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
Why would you want Caleb Williams?
We don't.
Hell, Nathan Rourke can throw a better ball blindfolded than Caleb Williams.
And Robert Kraft was dumb enough to let his ass go.
I've already got the title for this podcast episode, the Nightmare Fuel episode.
Safe to say that unfortunately everything that's gone wrong this season for New England has been because of this broken, praying, old jackass.
Yep. And speaking of things going wrong, things have gone completely wrong for my San Francisco 49ers. Boy, have they gone wrong.
Oh, boy.
And there are times, yes, on Sunday, they played like absolute. I said it. They played like absolute against Cardiff and the Cardinals. 47 points they hung on us. 47. But
47 points.
But I'll allow two things. One, we've been riddled with injuries. And two, we gotten some players back, but then they had to go right back on the shelf, Christian McCaffrey and Dre Greenlaw. But one thing I will not accept from my teams is when you flat out quit. And the second half of that game yesterday, the 49ers flat out quit. And their special teams coordinator should be the first to go. Nick Sorensen should be the next to go. But at the same time, you want to allow Nick Sorensen to fully put his defense together with
things may have just changed.
Oh, I saw that because they really suffered. They really suffered on special teams. We had injuries and we're littered with injuries all over the place.
Also, you guys had to deal with this clown.
Devondre.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
I had a bit of a better idea for that, actually.
Go for it.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates magna cum stupid.
That's about as bad as Jimmy Butler quitting on Miami and now requesting a trade.
Mm-hmm. I've seen my team go through some tough times. Trent Baalke, anyone? This one just took the cake for me. Why? Yeah, we're coming off of a Super Bowl, and we lost the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. Damn you, Patrick Mahomes, but I love you anyway.
You guys were 3 seconds away, and he pulled a magic act.
Again.
You can't hate it.
No, you can't. I'm going to end this I'm going to say this on a good note. When we get everybody healthy, we're going to compete again. That's all I have to say. And that's how I'll put an epitaph on the 49ers season. Everybody on social media can say whatever the hell you want. Okay? When we get everybody healthy, we're going to compete. Period. Now, speaking of putting an epitaph on the regular season.
I already did that and buried the Patriots yesterday. I'm good.
Uh-oh. He's knocking again.
Really?
Here, I'll fix that. Okay, he left. I took care of it.
I was about to say, we already put nail in the
I
coffin.
took care of it. I took care of it.
I mean, it's bad enough we got to keep staring at this face's ownership. Yeah, he's just a bloody moron. Father, shut up. Things I
How did
deal
he get
with.
in here?
He comes to my door and sneaks in and then ends up grabbing the mic while I'm not looking.
How did he? Will you quit pushing me?
Oh, for God's sake. We really got to deal with this because of this moron? Yes, we got to deal with this because of this bloody moron. It's not our fault that he's the one running this doggone team. We've fired a 38-year-old male, but now we got to get rid of 70-year-old Kraft mac and cheese bread. Oh, for God's sake, Father. What? Not my fault. People want to put an epitaph on a season. Of course, they're going to call the preacher in to end up hanging the last rites on everybody.
Please put the last rites on this season.
Oh, there's a bunch of teams that need to have the last rites put on them.
Can you include for this season my 49ers because of all the injuries we were littered with?
My child, of course, I'll give you the 49ers as well. Because God help us, the injuries are what killed you guys.
Oh, man.
The lack of red zone offense.
Very much so.
At least you guys could actually convert into the red zone. New England couldn't do a damn thing.
Yes, I'll give you that. The red zone offense for the 49ers has got to get better. But at least we had a shot in the red zone.
Everybody had a shot in the red zone when it came to New England. Hell, JV teams could have scored on New England. It was like scoring on prom night. I mean, hell, even Chicago scored on us. What does that say? And they got that witch McCaskett running the team. I keep saying Herds are all and doggone Kraft need to go down to Tampa and leave us.
That ain't gonna happen.
You know what? Quite frankly, they need to talk to Elon Musk about getting shot to mothers.
Don't do that.
Well, there's no intelligent life up there. It'd be no different.
We know.
Oh, there's so many teams we could hang an epitaph up for, but you know what? This whole doggone season could be an epitaph.
This was a troll season.
First off, who trolled us with the schedule? I mean, Roger Goodell must have been looking at Madden for crying out loud. And here we go with the Madden comparisons again. McCoffey, if you're still in the chat, I feel sorry for you because your owner seems to be running his entire team like it's a Madden franchise. I got myself on that one.
Do that. You happened to say that while I was drinking coffee again.
Oh, it's not my fault when it's true.
I know that.
I mean, even ask Stephen A. Smith. He'll give you a handful of no's and then be like, he's actually got a point.
Mm-hmm.
And at least we can hang the epitaph up on Aaron Rodgers for crying out loud.
Please hang an epitaph on Aaron Rodgers.
He finally got his 500th touchdown. Now, please leave the game.
Please retire and leave us alone.
You're not Brett Favre. You don't need to be banging around 4 different teams and suck at 3 of them. Oh. Hank, please, get me out of here. I got myself on the Madden.
You definitely got me. That had no business being said, but it was said anyway.
I don't think we can top anything else today.
Nah, I think we're done.
Yeah.
Because I'm out of energy right now. I think we
Let's get the hell out of here.
Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. And remember, Joel Embiid, you still a bitch.
And LeBron fans are nothing more than broken praying jackasses. Bye, everybody.
I'm going back to bed. See you tomorrow.